Welcome to 9 rules to structure your day as an entrepreneur or content creator. People that work from home, that have 9-to-5 jobs, this could apply to you as well. The reason why I'm making this is because people are struggling. They're not efficient with their time. They wake up and don't know what to do first, feel like their calendar is controlling them instead of them controlling it. They feel like they don't have control over their time. And at the end of the day, they look back and they realize that I've got nothing done. These are things that I have struggled for years. And so you're not alone. If this sounds remotely familiar to you, I hope this video can be your golden ticket to getting your time back and feeling just in control again. As an entrepreneur, we need 2 things. We need a little bit of structure and a little bit of intuition. We need some structure so we can make steady progress every single day. And we need a little intuition for our brilliant ideas, whether it's a piece of content, a product, or a new business. And the last thing that I'll say before we dive in is I do not live and die by my calendar. As I'm talking about some of these things, it might sound like hustle culture. It might sound really rigorous and structured, but I promise it's not like that. If something comes up, I go with it, even if it's not in my calendar, because this is life, shit happens. You know, to follow your calendar to a T every single day is unrealistic. It's just not gonna happen. These 9 rules is simply just a guideline. Oh man, just cracked my shoulder. The first rule is the morning mantra. This is the first hour of the day. This is your time. Nobody should be able to get a hold of you except for emergencies. Do not disturb is turned on. No phone, no social media. This is a time for meditating, journaling, going for a walk, reading. We do this is because you need to protect your energy, protect yourself before you help other people, whether you have a 9-to-5 or you've got your own business. It's just like that airplane analogy where they tell you to put your own mask on first before you help the person next to you. After I finish reading and relaxing, I'll step into the office and actually start the real morning mantra. I got this from a Lex Friedman video 2 years ago. And I absolutely love it. I'll link it in the description. I am headed to go work out. This is rule number 3, workout time. What I typically do for the workout, I will check my messages, anything that's of priority beforehand. Most of the time, usually it kind of depends when I wake up. And I try to wake up at the same time. And usually I'll work out early enough. There usually aren't any messages. And so do not disturb is still on. I'm actually training outside. I hired a calisthenics trainer and we've been following the channel for a while. I started in fitness and started in bodybuilding and powerlifting. And now I'm doing calisthenics and I'm still not very good at it, but I'm getting a lot stronger. I can do some muscle ups and things like that. It's just ugly. But I'm training outside because I realized that I've kind of gotten soft and I'm doing these small little David Goggins moments, trying to channel my inner David Goggins a little bit. It makes me feel less soft.
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
We just wrapped up the workout. It was really good. So that was rule number 2, not rule number 3. Rule number 3 is during the actual workout, I don't check my phone at all. This is when my fitness downfall started, was when I started to check my phone more during my workouts, and I basically didn't finish workouts. I'd get caught up in comments on Instagram and email, people texting me, putting out fires, whatever, things that stress me out. Still listen to podcasts and I'll still listen to music, but that's about it. The workout is complete. We are finally ready to actually sit down to start our workday. This is the most important part of the day in terms of work. And it's rule number 4 called Your One Thing, where you sit down for 4 hours, distraction-free, and your main focus is your highest priority task, and that's it. Do not disturb is on. You're not on social media. I personally will check important messages that pertain to my own business, so some DMs, text messages, things like that. I'm not looking at any email, and I'm focusing on my highest priority task. That's it. For me, my highest priority task is, if you haven't seen my most recent video, I'm starting a bag brand. So my highest priority task, without giving too much away, is to work on certain functionality pieces of the bag, because I'm gonna hop on a call pretty soon here with my designer, and we're gonna kind of brainstorm and talk about some of these things. But typically meetings, calls, things like that happen in the afternoon, and I'll talk about that later. Have these beautiful bags, right, that would almost look designer, but not have to pay that price point, that also is actually functional. Because a lot of these bags, I mean, you know this, like a lot of designer bags is just like an empty pocket. It's just one, one zipper, you open it, but it's a gorgeous bag. So I just want to do more. And now we're at the halfway point of this 4-hour window. You're ready for rule 5. And rule 5 is to play a game. During this 4-hour window, I like to race against the clock and getting my one thing done, because I work more efficiently. It's not like a stressful thing. If I don't finish it, that's totally okay. We will complete things based off of the deadline we give it. So if you give yourself 2 months, it'll get done in 2 months. If you give it 2 weeks, it'll get done in 2 weeks, 2 hours, so on and so forth. So I like to create this game with myself as a race against the clock, and I work more efficiently, and I've been doing that for a while, and it helps tremendously. Now, I'm not really gonna have more time to work on it today, but I got what I needed to get done, and I feel good about it. That's very sweet. I love you so much, and all your shedding hair. Oh, good. Had to wear black today. This is when Do Not Disturb is off. And now I let people get a hold of me. I hit people up. This is like talking time. The 6th rule, really, it's not about the lunch or the food. It's about how you can turn off Do Not Disturb and just allow people to get in touch with me now. I respond to text messages and things. Usually I'll make myself some lunch, but I'm starting to experiment with some meal prep services. I haven't gotten any of them yet, but I'm researching meal prep services. But today, because I have so many calls in the afternoon, I get DoorDash. Every time I do it, I get DoorDash, and that's kind of why I want to do the meal prep service, just so I can be a little bit healthier. But I almost forgot, I gotta find Wix and I a restaurant, because it's date night tonight. That's actually my one thing for the day, is finding the restaurant. Let's be honest. This is for me. I'm actually starting rule 7 a little early, and rule 7 are secondary tasks. Your day, in my opinion, should feel like you could end it right now if you wanted to. Because of the work you did with the one thing, that 4-hour window, you could feel like I could end my day here and I am making some great progress. Secondary tasks are basically just less priority tasks. They're for email, scheduling calls, taking meetings, creating content. So because I've got so many calls today, I'm kind of just smushing some things together, but that's essentially what I'm doing. So I'm kind of combining lunch with a couple of my calls. Got your main title here, which is what you have in that yellow bold font right there. Then you're talking about why you're frustrated, what the big problem is. You basically are highlighting a really big reason why they feel behind. You can make that like a second title almost. And then I think we hit the rest next call, and then also talk about customer journey stuff. Hey, boo-boo. Rule number 8 is family time. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's time to hang out with family and loved ones, or just be available for those people. Do Not Disturb is still turned off. This rule is just all about detaching from work, shutting it down, resetting, having fun with loved ones, chilling, and date nights. All right, I'm ready for date night.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm grumpy.
You are super grumpy. These shoes remind me of hockey skates.
I love that for you, but I really
You gotta get going. Let's take care of you.
To give you.
Let's take care of you. We got a grumpy girl. She's a hungry girl. We gotta go. The house is a mess, but we gotta go. I'm actually going no hat today. I gotta start getting my confidence back with the baldness. We got a hungry girl hitting up. What are we hitting up? True food.
I can't, no.
No? Little vlog, cinematic mode. True food. Date night. little video. Edible tonight, a little 10 milli.
Okay, let's calm down.
It's part of the detached from work ritual.
You know how happy I am?
That you've eaten?
Because I've eaten. Happy girl.
You gotta feed the lady. We're on a mission to find the best ice cream in the world. Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's not salted caramel
Nope.
chip? It's this one.
Yep.
The bag is secured. That is it for the day. We have one more final rule, and that is number 9, wind down. Really simple. Do not disturb, just turn back on. We're blocking out the world. No one can get a hold of us now, obviously except for emergencies, but we're blocking out the world now. Winding down, resting, and getting ready for bed. Something that helps me is just knowing that you deserve a restful night's sleep no matter what. No matter what happened during the day. If you didn't get what you wanted to get done, it's okay. It'll be there for you tomorrow. Don't be so hard on yourself. This is a time for getting off electronics, reading, and getting ready for bed. I hope this was somewhat helpful. If it did, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.